What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We're back here today on NBA 2K24. We're here continuing with these rebuilds, as today we have that team that light the beam, Sacramento Kings. Before we get in this one, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you are new to this channel. We're currently on the road to 40,000 subs right now, so if you've not hit that subscription button and want to help us reach that goal of 40k subs for this year is over, that would be greatly appreciated. But let's talk about the Kings, man. The Sacramento Kings are a very fun team. As we know, last year this team ended their playoff drought. They created the trend, light the beam, and they've been a fun team, and we're hoping that trend continues in the next season. They made the big trade of Tyrese Haliburton for Domantas Sabonis. While some people still criticize that trade to this day, we do have to acknowledge that it somewhat worked out for them. Even if you think Haliburton has more upside going forward, Sabonis has definitely been really good for them, unless if you still think that it's still trash trade, which there is still some people out there. But regardless, let's take a look at the rotation. So right now, if we go into the season, this is what we're looking at. We got De'Aaron Fox, Malik Monk, Harrison Barnes, Keegan Murray, Domantas Sabonis, Kevin Huerter, Trey Lyles, JaVale McGee, who they just brought in, who got waived by the Mavericks not that long ago, and then Chris Duarte. Their big free agency addition was Sasha. I don't know much about him, but a lot of people are very hyped on him, so I'm happy to have him here in this rebuild. One thing I will say, though, and I've been saying this since I did a Kings rebuild, like when free agency first ended, I really wanted them to go big fish hunting in free agency. Maybe it wasn't possible, but I didn't really love that they just settled on bringing Harrison Barnes back. He's been here for I don't know how many years now, and I've just gone cold on him, I guess. I feel like they could have moved on from him and maybe got somebody a little bit better, but we'll see if we can maybe move on from him, because I don't plan on keeping Harrison Barnes throughout the video, but I do get keeping, Barnes, the continuity and plays could make some sense for them going forward. Regardless, I'm not going to make any moves right away. The one thing I definitely want to do, though, is I guess I want to get Sasha some minutes. Now, who would I bench for Sasha to get some minutes, though, is the question. I guess, in my personal opinion, it would be McGee, although I do like McGee off the bench. Or do we just run an 11-man rotation and say screw it and have Sasha play some minutes here? Maybe we just do that. I guess we'll just play 11 deep and have Sasha get some minutes. I don't think there's any young players that I'm like, I guess we have Colby Jones down here. So we'll send Colby Jones down to the G League. I think he was a second-round pick, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe, yeah, he was a early second-round pick. He has 4 years on his contract as well. So he is going to go ahead and head to the Stockton Kings and see if he can develop long-term for us. Other than that, I'll see you guys either at the end of the season, or if I do stop the trade deadline to try to upgrade the roster, of course, I'll show you that. But for now, I just plan on going to the end of the season. Today's video is brought to you by PrizePicks. PrizePicks is a player props app that allows you to choose the overs or unders on the players you love watching. It's available on mobile or desktop. If we turn over to the left monitor here, they pretty much have every sport you can imagine. They have esports, MMA, NFL, and of course, basketball will be back soon as well. But basically, you choose any stat that you want. You can choose between 2 to 6 players, and you're going to go the over or the under. It's that simple. You don't have to play anybody else. It's just you against the projections. Right now, PrizePicks is going to match your deposit dollar for dollar. If you use that link down in the description below, use code Crushables, matching your deposit up to $100. Thank you, PrizePicks, for sponsoring today's video. Also, as I told you guys in the last one, a tool that I'm using this year on my PrizePicks is I'm using DGF's Fantasies Optimizer. They basically do the math for you. They go ahead and give you the percentage chance that this prop can hit for you, if you're going to win or not. And it's just profitable long term. So this is a tool I'm using. If you want to go ahead and use this tool as well, link to that tool is down in the description below. Use code Crushables to sign up there. Thank you guys so much to PrizePicks and DGF for sponsoring today's video. So we're actually stopped at the trade deadline, because I'm going to tell you right now, this season has not gone as planned whatsoever. Right out of the gate, Harrison Barnes tore his damn Achilles, bro. Literally tore his Achilles. So his trade value, as I said in the beginning, I didn't plan on keeping him throughout the video, and that just made things a lot tougher, because there's not going to be a lot of teams lining up to trade for someone who just tore their damn Achilles at 31 years old. So that puts us in a pickle, and we're currently 8 games under 500. We may not even make the playoffs. Our pick is lottery protected by, of course, that being the Atlanta Hawks. Now, Sasha was starting at the 3 for us. He's having 7.5 points, shooting 40% from 3. He's still only 28 years old. But I guess my big move here that I think I'm going to make, and I hate to do it, but I think it makes sense to maybe punt on this season and kind of get a pick for the future and keep our lottery pick this offseason. So I just don't really see a world where we go anywhere near good enough this year, basically, is what I'm trying to get to. So Malik Monk's having an incredible season. He's on the last year of his deal. Part of me wants to go ahead and sell Malik Monk here and punt on this season and have our pick in the lottery and go from there. That's kind of what I want to do based off how this season is going. So that's what we're going to do. So I feel bad for it, but I think Malik Monk is someone we are going to sell right now. That way we can kind of get an asset for him and just kind of think about the future. We also get to keep our pick if we're punting on this season. Unless we trade Malik Monk, then just make the playoffs, and obviously the plan didn't really work out. But there are some good offers here. So you have Nathan Melton and a first-round pick from the 76ers, but I don't really want their first-round pick this year, obviously. Chris Middleton's being offered to me. Patrick Williams, though, is interesting. 10 points and 44% shooting from 3. I wouldn't rule the Chicago Bulls out doing something like this because obviously the Bulls' direction is just kind of weird and funky. They want to trade Patrick Williams for Jeremy Grant, though, so maybe they're like, I don't know why they'd want to do it for Malik Monk, but again, it is the Bulls, so things are kind of weird over there right now. Cleveland, first-round pick from them, but that pick's not that appealing. Luke Kennard in a first, so that is going to be, I assume, the Grizzlies 2028 first. Right now, Patrick Williams is kind of my favorite idea of a trade. I don't mind this one either, though. We get 2026 first and Grant Williams as a piece going forward. I don't hate it. First round pick and Dorian Finney-Smith. I mean, there's some good offers here, like some really good ones. We got Toronto. Şengün's being offered to me. Obviously, I think that one's a little unrealistic. But Blazers, Matisse Thybulle, a first round pick from them, but they don't even own their future first. It's all locked into protections on Chicago. I'm going to be honest with you, man. Patrick Williams is kind of my favorite trade here, but the problem with him is he is going to have to be paid this offseason. So that's kind of the issue I have with them. Malik Monk would have to be paid as well. Patrick Williams obviously is much younger. Right now, we do have Kevin Huerter at that 2 spot. We could have a forward going forward with Patrick Williams, just kind of take the swing on him. So you know what? I think we're going to go ahead and do this trade. We're going to bring in Patrick Williams here at the trade deadline. This may still make us actually good, but I feel good about paying Patrick Williams going forward over Malik Monk, I guess, is where I'm at. Although I do love Malik Monk, don't get me wrong. I just think with him an expiring contract, I think it makes a lot of sense to bring in Patrick Williams here and then also hopefully keep our lottery pick from the Atlanta Hawks. That's kind of where I'm at. I also wouldn't mind just starting Patrick Williams for the rest of the season as well. So he is going to go up at small forward. So we're going to actually start him for the rest of the season. And he might be our 3-and-D with some really good upside for the future. That's kind of where we're at. He gets a change of scenery. So I like it. Initially, I like the trade. Hopefully it works out for us. So Patrick Williams, we're going to move him down to the 4 spot. Back up, or his secondary position to be a 4 spot. And I'll see you guys at the end of the season with how the season ends for us. So at the end of year 1, Joel Embiid wins his back-to-back MVP. Victor Wembanyama, Rookie of the Year. Chris Paul's 6th man, Giannis Offensive Player. Most improved goes to Şengün, and Nikola Jokic is your Clutch Player of the Year. Nick Nurse is your Coach of the Year. So do we get like a De'Aaron Fox All-NBA first team or anything like that, or All-NBA team appearance in general? We do not. Here's your all defensive first team and all defensive second team. And here's all rookies and all rookie second team. So, of course, we're not in the play-in or the playoffs. Let's go take a look at the season-ending stats. So, taking a look at the season-ending stats, Keegan Murray got hurt at the very end as well, pulled right hamstring. But 24 points from Fox, 17 from Sabonis, 13 from Huerter, and then 10 from Keegan Murray, 9 from Trey Lyles, and 9.5 from Patrick Williams. Let's go on to see who wins the championship. And as I said, we actually get to keep our lottery pick this offseason, which is nice. Atlanta does own it, but it's lottery protected, which is good for us. And we're going to have to either use that to bring in a rookie or as a trade asset. So that's kind of why I punted on the season to begin with. John Morant, though, wins MVP for the finals, and we're going to have LeBron James retiring or choosing to retire. So does Chris Paul. But here we go. Do we get some lottery luck? I highly doubt it. We're projected, what? 11th best odds of getting like a top 4 pick or number 1. So I highly doubt we get lucky here. But you know what? Since we're at like 11, we can go ahead and watch it, right? So Pelicans, they're going to stick at 14. That's via the Bucks. So the Bucks end up being really bad, and the Pelicans get their pick from the Drew Holiday trade. So that, shout out to them for that. Thunder, that's going to be Utah's pick. I don't remember what trade that's from, but someone can remind me down in the comment section. I can't really think of it at the moment. But number 11, this is where we're at. Do we find a way to jump up, or we're going to get like the 11th pick in the draft? And we only have the 11th pick, but it's still a lottery pick nonetheless. So Rockets get number 1 via the Nets. So that James Harden trade worked out pretty well for the Rockets, I will say. And then we, like I said, have the 11th pick. We could have obviously tried to make a big trade at the deadline to make ourselves like a competitive playoff team. It definitely sucks to not continue the light and the beam effect and obviously, continuing the playoff bursts. But I think this was just a better direction for us. So I'm going to go ahead. I will see you guys on draft night with either drafting with this pick or using it in a trade and hopefully bring in like a really good forward or something. So here are on draft night, and obviously, as I said, we can go ahead and just draft somebody with the 11th overall pick, but we obviously have bigger aspirations than that, than just trying to bring in a rookie and go from there. I kind of want to go big fish hunting here. There is a guy that I'm looking at that I find kind of interesting. Now, obviously, the name on the surface isn't appealing as it used to be. His value has gone down every single year, it feels like. He's on the Knicks, man. I'm kind of looking at RJ Barrett. I know RJ Barrett isn't the most appealing name in the world anymore, but RJ in 2K is an absolute stud. they're rebuilding right now. I feel like I could get RJ with Barnes in 11th overall pick, and I would feel pretty good about that. As a team that's looking to make the playoffs next year, I think RJ could come in and take some pressure off De'Aaron Fox. I think it makes a ton of sense. Obviously, also has some defensive upside as well with how big he is. So we're going to go ahead and try to swing for RJ Barry. Someone I don't trade for very often. 6'6". I would probably move him to the 2 as well for us. Shot pretty well in the play, or shot 22 points per game, 36% from 3, 50% from the field. I can see a world where the Knicks are just done with RJ and would love to move on from him. So that is what we're going to try to do here on draft night. So Harrison Barnes, obviously I can go ahead and move him now. So I don't know how much the Knicks would value Harrison Barnes, but obviously if we threw them like the 11th overall pick, which could in theory be a little rich for RJ, but we're trying to make the playoffs next year. We're trying to be back. So I'm going to go ahead and be willing to do this. Now, Davion Mitchell is someone I don't think I want to trade, but if I threw like Chris Duarte in this trade, let's see what they would say to this. So they're not going to agree to it immediately, which is fine. Do I have any other young players I can throw in here? I think I'd be okay with trading Colby Jones. Just played in the G League for us. So let's see what they say to that. They still don't agree. This could be a little too rich for me. I'm going to throw like a second rounder, and they agree. Okay, so the second round pick was what moved the needle. So just like that, we have RJ Barrett, who I think is going to take a lot of pressure off of De'Aaron Fox, which I love for us going forward. Now, I said I'm probably going to play RJ at the 2. He goes down like crazy, actually. I don't know if I want to do that, but we'll figure it out. So, Kevin Huerter, I mean, we could still keep him as a 6-man or whatever. I still like him as a shooter. Just shot 40% from 3 for us. But Patrick Williams is going to be re-signed for me, and we'll just go from there. So, instead of drafting with an 11th overall pick, we punt on the season, and we get, we go ahead and get RJ Barrett, which I still like. Keegan Murray, we're bringing him in, or bringing him back, of course. And then Patrick Williams, we just traded from the deadline. I definitely have interest in bringing him back. Depends what he's asking for, but hopefully he's not asking for anything too crazy. $21.95 million for good defense and good shooting, especially 44%. Now, how many times did he shoot per game? I don't know. That would definitely, he shot 229 threes. I think there's a better way to see this. Can I look at it still, or is it because, no, I can't look at it. I don't care. I'm still re-signing him. So, Patrick Williams, I'm bringing him back. Now, I would love to maybe bring that value, maybe like, I think 20, I mean, this still seems like a little expensive, but I think 19 over 4 years. He's going to say no to that at first, but we'll wait. We'll just keep going down to free agency until his value diminishes. But I like Davion Mitchell as a backup point guard for us next year. Kevin Huerter, and then we have RJ, and then Sasha still. We have Keegan Murray, Trey Lyles, and we still have Domantas Sabonis. I definitely want to bring in a legitimate 5, because Sabonis, of course, definitely has some defensive weaknesses. So I think bringing in a guy like Zach Collins is actually perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and sign Zach Collins to be our backup 5. I think he's going to be perfect for what we need right now. So I love that addition for us. So Zach Collins, welcome to the Sacramento Kings. Love that first signing we got. And then Patrick Williams, not going to be able to sign anybody else. That's too crazy. We use all of it on Zach Collins, which I'm not mad at. I think Zach Collins is well worth it. So we're just going to go down the list until Patrick Williams just gets a little bit cheaper. He's starting to be a little bit cheap. Ooh, it's actually going up. Whoa, what's going on? Why are we going up in value? We should be going down. All right, so we're going to offer that. And then is there anything else I should be looking to do? So bringing Patrick Williams back. So he's going to play at one of these forward spots. I think I still am going to find a way to move RJ to the 2 because I just like him in the backcourt with Williams and Keegan Murray starting, I think. And then we'll just sign some other guys at free agency. So like Brent Forbes as a shooter is fine. We'll sign. What else? We know we're bringing back Patrick Williams, Vlatko and Carr. We can sign him, I guess, and then we'll sign another third-string center. We'll sign Mr., I don't know, Bismack Biyombo. Actually, we've used all of our offers. So Williams, Brent Forbes, Carr, nothing too crazy here. We got those 3. And then backup point guards, I go McLaughlin. Actually, or there we go. I was about to say, I can't sign for the minimum. We can't sign minimums anymore. And then, again, I'll go Bismack Biyombo. So we'll sign those 2 guys as the last 2 minimum spots. So I feel pretty good about how the offseason went. We have De'Aaron Fox up to an 89. RJ Barrett all the way up to an 86. So that's awesome. Keegan Murray up to an 83. Huerter up to an 81. Patrick Williams up to an 80. Zach Collins, Davion Mitchell is up. Sasha is up. Biyombo, Brent Forbes, of course, all going down. We hope they don't play any minutes this year. We're just going to need them if, obviously, we have a guy go down. We do have a stomach virus for Mr. Galloway, but that's okay. We're not worried about him. But let's go ahead and load this draft class, and I will see you guys in the rotation with how this team's about to look going to year 2. So rotation for year number 2, in my opinion, looks really good. We have De'Aaron Fox, RJ Barrett at that 2 spot, Patrick Williams, Keegan Murray, Domantas Sabonis, Kevin Huerter, Zach Collins, Davion Mitchell, and Trey Lyles, and then Sasha for some minutes as well. So running a 10-man rotation. Proficiency under Mike Brown with this new rotation is still only 3.5. But with all the trades that we made, I'm hoping with Patrick Williams and RJ Barrett being brought in here, that we can be a bona fide playoff team in the West. That's the goal. That's the hope. I think RJ is going to score a lot next year in Fox, and we should be in a really good spot for this season. So I'll see you guys at the end of year 2. Hoping I don't need to stop at the trade deadline and we're just like top 4 seed in the West with much upside to go out there and maybe win a championship this year and light that beam. What is up with the Kings and Achilles injuries? We had one with Harrison Barnes last year, and now we get it with Keegan Murray. I don't get it, but I guess that's the luck we're getting today. So Keegan Murray out for the season, which really, really sucks. Now with that, I think we got to make some adjustments, man. Keegan Murray is going to be out for the season, obviously. We're gonna go ahead and stop this. We're 25-19 on the season right now, but man, that's so unfortunate. So I'm moving RJ Barrett back to the 3. Kevin Huerter's gonna play the 2. Patrick Williams, I guess, is gonna slide down to that 4 spot now. He does go down quite a bit by doing that, but I think we got to. Man, that's so annoying. But we're gonna lock that in, and then we're gonna go ahead and change secondary positions again. So let's go ahead and do that. So if I can get to, why do I forget how to get to secondary positions? Like, there it is. Okay. So we're going to go to secondary positions. RJ, we're still going to have you play some backup 2. Bismack, I'm going to leave that the way it is. And then I believe the only one I need to fix is Patrick Williams. So, all right, man. Unfortunately, that is what we're going to have to set the rotation as for the rest of the year. And we're probably going to go ahead and shrink this down to a 9-man rotation as well. Patrick Williams isn't doing much this season. They actually want to start Trey Lyles over him. 7.5 points, 30% from 3, showing that he was not worth the contract I gave him so far. Hopefully that changes itself. Yeah, man, with Keegan Murray going down, really unfortunate. He was averaging 11 points per game on pretty decent shooting. So sucks to see him go down. It is what it is, man. Can't really do anything about it. So Jokic is going to win MVP. Adam Mara is your rookie of the year. Christian Wood, 6th man on the Bulls. Evan Mobley, defensive player. And Brandon Miller, most improved. And LaMelo Ball is your clutch player of the year. Now, I will tell you right now, despite us making the playoffs this year, we're not doing anything in the playoffs. Literally had 2 crazy injuries pop up at the very, very end. So I will tell you right now, our rotation is about to look absolutely terrible going to these playoffs. De'Aaron Fox got hurt, and so did RJ Barrett, I believe. Yeah, so both of our best players are hurt right now. Strained right hip, but looks like Fox can actually play through it. RJ Barrett out 1 to 2 weeks, and then Keegan Murray. So, yeah, rotation is about to be absolutely rough. We are the 5th seed in the West. We get to play the Pelicans. Taking a look at the player stats, 25.5 from Fox, 23 from RJ Barrett, 16 and 10 from Sabonis, and then 12 from Huerter, 12 from Zach Collins, with almost a block as well, and then 11 from Keegan Murray. Obviously, we won't have him back, unfortunately. But yeah, man, what is our rotation going to look like going into these playoffs? Fox, as I said, is going to play through it. So Sasha is going to be starting at the 3, unfortunately. Trey Lyles is still on. Patrick Williams coming off the bench. Davion Mitchell, McLaughlin. So yeah, things are pretty rough right now. I'm actually going to go ahead and shrink it down to an 8-man rotation as well. And we'll just see if we can find a way to edge out the Pelicans. It's going to be rough. We need RJ Barrett back as soon as possible if we want any chance, in my opinion. But you never know. We can see what happens here. Zion, or no, he's there. I was about to say, is Zion hurt? He is not. So the odds of us being the Pelicans, I feel like, are pretty slim with what injuries we're dealing with right now. But yeah, we go down 1 to 0. Game 2, we're down 2 to 0. Game 3, down 3 to 0. And yeah, our fate was accepted already. But I guess we won game 5, so we're not done just yet. Game 6, De'Aaron Fox is hurt. Let's see what they want to do. So they want to give Patrick Williams a start. RJ Barrett's able to play. Okay. We have RJ Barrett, who is somewhat hurt. But, I mean, in this hypothetical world where maybe we can come back from a 3 to 0 deficit, that'd be pretty cool. But I'm not banking on it. So let's see how this is going to go. So far, we have control of Game 5. This is in New Orleans. They are pretty close, though, in striking distance. And we are going to beat them in Game 5. So Fox and RJ, despite being hurt, lead the way. We won Game 5. So Game 6, RJ's fully healed. It would be beautiful if De'Aaron Fox was fully healed as well, but I think he's a little further away from being fully healed. So Game 6 in Sacramento. So far, we have the lead right now. If we can keep control, we're pushing them to a Game 7, which I didn't even think would be possible. And here we are going to a Game 7 in New Orleans. Kevin Huerter with 26 steps up big time. RJ with 21. How close is Fox to being good? He's 2 to 4 weeks away still. This man, through a strained right hip right now, is averaging 31 points per game and 8.5 assists. What a freaking monster. Keegan Murray still ain't going to be able to come back. Davion Mitchell actually got hurt as well. Wow. Did I not notice that before? Or was he not? I feel like he was. Wait, he was playing, wasn't he? Because right now, or no, he's playing through it as well. Wow, man. So many damn injuries. It's really unfortunate. Patrick Williams is going to start for this Game 7, I guess. So here goes nothing. Game 7 in New Orleans to come back from 3 to 0 with all the injuries we are dealing with right now. New Orleans, you ought to be ashamed of yourselves if this does end up happening to you. But we have the lead for now, but they take it back, and it looks like they are going to find a way to crawl out of this 3 to 0 blown lead. So shout out to the Pelicans for doing that. 118 to 137. We got really, really close. Did the Pelicans deal with any injuries as well? I wasn't even paying attention to them. It looks like they were fine. So, wow. They actually almost blew a 3-0 lead to us. That gives me some optimism, though, going into next year, that our team was that good, even through injuries. Pelicans made it all the way to the second round, almost beat the Thunder. So, we have something going, I feel like. There is a world where, if we can stay healthy, which we haven't been able to do in this video yet, that we could be a contender next year. I think there is a world that could happen. Our pick is going to go to the Hawks. Don't think there's going to be much movement for us this offseason. The main thing is keeping people around. I know Davion Mitchell is about the free agent, so I don't know how much he's going to demand, because that is going to be a lot of money probably to give to him. And he's a backup point guard. Now, if he's asking for like 15 million, I could get behind that. But other than that, it's going to be really tough to get to, like, if he's asking for like 25 million, that's going to be really hard to get to. So we'll see what he's asking for. We don't have a pick. We had a second round pick. I don't care about that right now. Player option, Sasha. I'm going to go and accept it still. Not going to leave him to dry and not accept that. Qualifying offers. Davion Mitchell. We're going to extend it. Again, don't know how much he's going to ask for. Hopefully it's not terrible. He's going to ask for, only 10 million. That's actually really good. I feel like that's around Monte Morris type money. So I'm actually cool with that. Obviously, in my opinion, that's a no-brainer to go ahead and bring it back on that type of contract. Trey Lyles, same thing. I obviously don't have money for like Tatum or anything like that. So I think we go ahead and not hesitate on this. We bring back Trey Lyles, and then after restricted free agency, we're also going to bring back Davion Mitchell. We're going to make sure he does not glitch into a qualifying offer and change his mind next year and ask for way too much money. So Davion Mitchell, lock him up on a really good contract. Steal of a contract in my opinion, because there's been times when he's asked for like 20 million, I feel like. So Kevin Huerter at the 2. We moved RJ to the 3, Sasha, and then we have, Patrick Williams, Trey Lyles, Keegan Murray, who will be back. So I think we go ahead and move things back the way they were. So we'll move RJ back to the 2, and then Patrick Williams will play that 3. Hopefully we can keep them there this time around. But we shall see, man. As far as free agency, we have Mitchell, we have Huerter, we have Sasha, we have so I think the main thing is bringing in a good backup small forward just in case Sasha is to go down. TJ Warren, Jalen McDaniels. I actually like the idea of Jalen McDaniels. We're bringing Jalen McDaniels in. He'll be our handcuff to Sasha if he goes down in overall. Caruso, same thing. I like the idea of Caruso. Can never have enough defense, so I'm bringing Caruso in. And then backup 5s you can bring in. Cody Zeller, Montrezl Harrell, Rashawn Holmes, former King. Never really worked out here. Give me Larry Nance on a minimum, though. I'm cool with that. So, all right, man. Main thing we need to hope for is health, bro. That's what it is. I feel like we're a sneaky contender. I think if we were healthy last year, there's a world where we can make things happen. RJ Barrett's up to an 88 overall. Williams up to an 82. But hey, man, we still have the possibility of also stopping the trade deadline. I believe all our future picks are going to be freed up now that pick is conveyed. If I'm not mistaken, you have 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029. So yeah, we have all of our future picks. So there is a chance we can make a big move at the deadline to kind of just secure this team as a contender. But we need to stay healthy. That has been a problem. Hopefully we can do just that. Rotation's not going to change much. So I will see you guys either at the deadline or at the end of the season, because things just went super well and there was no need to make a trade. What is going on? De'Aaron Fox tears his left ACL in the first 2 weeks of the season, bro. How am I supposed to win a championship under this many circumstances? I think injuries are actually, I used to never love playing with injuries on, but everybody, or not everybody, there were some people that would be like, dude, turn them on. And you know what? I decided to do it in the last few rebuilds that I've done. Actually, like I've been doing it for like almost a month now. I feel like maybe less than that. But man, I've never had it this bad where we've had 3 back-to-back season-ending injuries, man. That is super unfortunate. First 2 weeks of the season, the only thing we can really hope for is that Fox is somehow able to be back in the playoffs. I think there's a world where that can happen. Probably not, though. I don't know, man. That's tough. That really sucks, man. I don't know how I win a championship with this happening to us today. Mitchell is going to start the point guard. We still have some decent depth, though. Man, 3 season-ending injuries in a row, bro. I don't know, man. The luck for us is not here today. Never had this many injuries happen to me like this. It's been fun playing with injuries on, don't get me wrong. But, man, today, it's not my day with this one. As you should probably know by now, this season is not going well at all. So I'm going to go ahead and sell here again at the deadline. Kevin Huerter's on the last year of his deal. Although I do like him as a piece for the future, I think getting a first-round pick from the Knicks and then Barnes is an expiring contract. So we're bringing Harrison Barnes back to the team. We get a first-round pick for Kevin Huerter. I think we go ahead and do that trade. We're 15-37 on the season right now, so we are headed towards the lottery. Unfortunately, it was to be expected once we had De'Aaron Fox go down. So just kind of the situation we're in now. Hopefully that pick is going to be valuable. Sabonis has 3 years left in his deal. I mean, I don't know if we trade Sabonis in the offseason. We'll see, man. Definitely a tough spot to be in. Fox getting hurt really killed this season, obviously, but let's keep simulating. We're going to have a lottery pick, a high one at that, and then hopefully that Knicks pick or whatever pick we just got from them is going to be valuable in the future. So the Boston Celtics went on to win the championship that year. Obviously, we turn our attention to the last offseason. If things don't work out next year, then I give up on this rebuild, but we're going to go one more time on this. So we're going to get a really high pick. We're projected the #1 overall pick. I doubt we get lucky, but we'll see what happens. So we are going to drop all the way to 4. No surprise there. So we dropped to the 4th overall pick. We do not get the #1 overall. I would have loved to have brought in Cameron Boozer to the team, but unfortunately, that is not going to be the case. Staff signing, Mike Brown. I'm not going to fire him. I don't think what's happened has been his fault. We've just been really unlucky with injuries. I like my roster that I'm still in, and we get to add the 4th overall pick to this team. I think that we're in a good spot. I'm not going to trade the 4th overall pick. I don't know if it makes sense to even do that. The only way I would do it is if I could trade Sabonis for like just a really good center right now that just like I can't, no debate, I got to do it. So if like the 76ers were selling Embiid, I feel like I'd have to consider it. AD is kind of in that conversation. We could bring Anthony Davis into Sacramento and trade the 4th overall pick, but I don't know. It just feels like Jokic, they're not going to sell him, obviously. Not going to trade him. Vic, obviously that'd be fun. They won't trade him. Aiden, no. Nurkic, Dame, nah. Gafford, Joel Embiid would be like the only one. So yeah, I think we go ahead and just add whoever drops to us at 4. So Boozer goes #1, of course. We're going to have Koa Pete go #2. #3, we got Bryce James. And #4, I think we take Darren Peterson. He's going to be a 6'7" guard, but he'll be kind of the Kevin Huerter replacement. So we'll bring him in. Welcome to Sacramento, Ohio State. And he is going to be a 78 overall. So that's not too bad, especially for Kevin Huerter replacement, who we just traded away. And we got a 1st round pick in the future. We'll go ahead and sign Clifford Jennings as well. Why not? Player options, nothing. And then, of course, the main thing, we're signing Keegan Murray and also De'Aaron Fox. I still want to run it back, man. We have not got a chance to even see what this team would have done healthy if we even got the chance. So, Fox, I'm going to resign. And then Keegan Murray, of course, I'm going to resign as well. So, we're going to resign De'Aaron Fox. And then we're going to resign Keegan Murray after a moratorium. So, we're signing Keegan Murray, bring him back, got him locked up. And now we can go ahead and potentially see what this team could do if they're healthy, man. I would love to see it. Davion Mitchell, that looks good. That looks good to me. That looks good. So basically need to bring in like the best available other bench piece we can get. So like Bogdan used to play in Sacramento. Could be fun. Jordan Nwora, or we could bring in another 5, which I don't think I'm going to do. So Paul Reed, who's a power forward for whatever reason. Boucher. DFS is here. He might even go down in overall though. So I'd prefer a younger player. Malik Beasley. What else we got? We got, I'm going to sign Bogdan. Let's just sign Bogdan. He used to play here anyway. So that will be our only good signing in free agency. So the main thing I'm banking on is health. We're hopefully we're healthy, bro. If we could be healthy, I just want to see what this team could have done. It sucks because we're not going to have multiple chances at it, but we got some regression here as well. Literally everyone's regressing. Must be the morale effects on it, but I'm going one more year. If we get injured again, I give up. I give up. We've had 3 season-ending injuries. We have another one. Just kidding. That's only summer league. Who cares? But we need to be healthy this year. That's all I'm asking for. It sucks because we only have 1 chance at this. I would have loved to have had multiple chances to see how we would have done fully healthy and evaluate from there. Maybe make like a big trade, but we haven't even got to see it. That's been the unfortunate thing. But our bench is still really good. Let's celebrate this season, man. And let's pray that we're healthy throughout the season because I really want to see what this team could do. Luka Doncic in a Warriors jersey wins MVP. This rebuild has just gone out of whack. Rookie there goes to Cameron Boozer. So yeah, definitely, it's been an interesting video. That's all I'll say to this one. But we sneaked into the playoffs. We're fully healthy, surprisingly. I mean, we get the team we almost beat last year in 7. RJ Barrett is hurt, but he's only day-to-day, so he should be back. But yeah, surprisingly, we limped our way into the playoffs and made it. We still had a lot of injuries throughout the season, but no one was out for the season, which is the most important thing. So, taking a look at the player stats, as you can see, RJ missed a handful of games, so did Fox. Peterson missed 4, and then Zach Collins missed a few. Keegan Murray missed a few. So yeah, all around, just had injuries galore. It's just been a theme in this video. Peterson with 16 immediately, which is great. So literally just subbed right in that Kevin Huerter role. Even shot 40% from 3. So literally got a future first and a younger Kevin Huerter, if you really look at it, and probably more upside as well. But here we go. Pelicans in round 1. As I said, we almost beat this team in the very first season and took them down. So kind of hoping we can do that same thing here. Game 1, RJ Barrett's fully healed, and we're going to go down 1-0. So not a great start. Game 2, we are going to go down 2-0. Game 3, we got to win this game 4 if we want any chance. I don't think we can go down 3. I mean, we went down 3-0 and almost did it, though. So I guess It's not out of the realm of possibility, but if we go down 3-1 to the Pelicans, I'm not going to feel too good about it. We're sneaking back in this game, and we are going to almost take it, but we go down 3-1. And, of course, an injury. Patrick Williams. Why wouldn't there be an injury? All right, let's see. It's probably going to be all she wrote here. So, I think this is going to be the first, unless we come back at the very end, 109 to 112. For some reason, okay, wait a minute. 117 to 117. Let's slow this down a little bit. And we're going to OT. Okay, so here goes nothing. OT to keep the season alive. We have a 2-point lead right now, but we have not scored. Okay, 3-point lead. Pelicans get another. Okay, they tied up. 123, 121. Just win this one. Just win it, man. Keep us alive. 125, 123. Big basket, whoever did that. 3-point lead, 4-point lead, 1-point lead. Oh, please don't blow it at the very end, right? Oh, my goodness. Wow, that was close. 129 and 127. We won. We're still alive, technically. Somehow, we're still alive. Patrick Williams is playing through the injury. All right, man. If we could force a game 7, you know, it's anybody's ball game. So here we go. Game 6 in Sacramento. We know these Kings fans are going to be loud for us. Can we take care of business, though, at home? It's looking good. It's looking good. Unless we blow it at the very end, which we're almost doing. We do it, though. Wow, that was close. Once again, another game 7 against a New Orleans team. You want to fix the rotation, whatever. Game 7 in New Orleans. Come on, baby. Let's come out here and win this one. Let's get to the second round. I've dealt with enough in this video. That would be awesome if we can, at the end of this, get to the second round. Close game that they're starting to run away with it. Let's make it close, okay? All right. We're getting it it's a very interesting game. It's looking like they're running away with it, though. 116 to 124. I doubt I can come back. I'm pretty bad at this game, as you guys know. But you know what? I said this was last season, and I'm sticking to it because I've dealt with enough in this video today. So we'll see if we can come back. 8-point deficit. You never know. Probably not going to be able to, but we're going to give it our best shot. I'm just going to roll down to Zach Collins, and we're going to get a dunk, 118 to 24. So we cut it down to 6. We're still alive in a way. We just got to get a stop. We can do it. So we have Sabonis and also Zach Collins on the floor. I don't hate it. Why does Herb, or that's Zion. No, that's Herb. Why does Herb Jones look so much taller? Cooper Flag was left. Why? They have Cooper Flag on the team. I just noticed that. Wow. I had no idea they had Cooper Flag. No wonder why we're losing this. We're going to lose this series. Although we pushed them to 7. Still pretty good in my opinion. They're going to go ahead and I don't know who I wanted to pass it to Patrick Williams a long time ago, but I didn't know what button he was. All right. We're going to try this again. Let's see. I'm going to have Zach Collins rolling again. Just going to go ahead and take the layup. 120, 126. So 6-point game. We respond. All right, man. 120 to 126. Let's see if we can get a stop. There's how much time left in the clock? There's a minute 46. Game 7. We still got time. That's all that matters. Cooper Flag. Oh my goodness. I almost got a steal on accident. I did not even mean to do that. Nick Richards has the ball. I'm okay with him having the ball. Herb Jones has it. I was about to say earlier, though, Fox looked so much smaller than Herb Jones. They're going to pass it down to Zion. I don't love this, and I have a feeling this is not going to end well. Actually, wow, I timed that perfectly. Holy moly. I'm just going to go to Fox, and we're just going to go ahead and take foul. Let's go, baby. All right, fouled out, Delano Banton. Not that that's like a big thing, but all right, we got to hit these free throws. We're going to make the first one. Okay, we're clutching up in a way. Still, I got to hit this one, though. All right, did we hit that? We did. All right, 4-point game. We're still in this, baby. All right, let's get a stop again. And we make things very interesting. I cannot believe I timed that block on Zion that perfectly. I have to guard Cooper Flag, though. He's kind of dicing me up, not going to lie. He's going to pass it to Herb Jones, to Zion. And then we're going to get a screen from Zion. Zion's going to probably bully Sabonis. He's going to take it. Okay. They're going to go back up 6. That's fine. We still have a minute left on the clock. I'm going to try to cut with De'Aaron Fox. And nobody's going to be able to stop De'Aaron Fox at the basket. 124 to 128. Let's go. I don't even know what the difficulty is on. I don't care. I'm terrible at this game, so whatever. Regardless, let's even get a stop, man. We need it. Cooper Flag going to have the ball. He's going to get a screen from Nick Richards. I try to go under it. I just got lost in the sauce. All right. Mid-range. I foul him. I fouled him, bro. Wow, that's a tough foul. If I got a stop right there, that would be so beautiful. We might need a 3. We might need a 3 here. Cooper Flag is going to go ahead and go up 6 again. But we might just take it again. We're going to take... Sabonis is not really a shooter. Why am I about to pass to Sabonis? All right. Give me a screen, Sabonis. I'm going to go ahead and take the easy layup, I think. And we got blocked. And yeah. Guys, that's going to be it. I made it interesting. Unfortunately, injuries were just too much to overcome. We're starting to foul. Man, injuries killed us today, bro. I cannot believe we did not have a healthy season until the 4th season. That is wild. I have never had that happen with injuries on. But hey, I guess Herb Jones missed the first one. He's not going to miss the second one, though. We definitely need a 3 on this possession. I almost got a steal, or almost got it stolen, I should say. I'm going to shoot a 3 from Fox, and it's going to be out. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely a tough way to end this one. I think this is our first 2K24 rebuild where we didn't win a championship. And in my opinion, we just had a very, very rough hand today. Injuries absolutely killed us. Not much we really could have done, in my personal opinion. Let's go step back 3 Fox, and that's going to be out as well. Hope you guys enjoyed. Still a fun video regardless. Thank you all for watching as always. I'll see y'all in the next one. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.